Humidity is killing me. Go ahead and get this. I gotta go get this started up. I gotta get some bait cut up, you guys. Get this thing going. Let me get something sorted out here. All right, we're gonna throw some of these little suckers out there. I'm gonna go ahead and use these up because they're getting pretty sketchy. They're getting sketchy. So we're gonna go ahead and use them up. One for the fishies. That nurse crawled out bad. I don't know if he's gonna hold on hook or not. What's going on, Brian B? Hey, I'll be with you guys just a minute. I want to go ahead and get the stream started. Catfish regulators, FD fisherman. Man, I ain't even baited up yet. I got the rods ready to go. I just gotta get some bait on them. Lance McCouga, what's going on, buddy? We're gonna use that one there hole. We'll throw him on their hole. Let's get some skipjack cut up. I want to do some skipjack and some shad. Where's that package open at? Dadgummit. There it is. I probably should have waited to start the live till after I got the bait cut up, but you know me. I'll get impatient. We're supposed to get stormed on real bad tonight, but we'll do the best we can with it. Oh, we're going to throw that whole skipjack head there on Black Betty. We're going to definitely do that. Let's go some big chunky donkey baits. Going big chunky baits tonight. River ain't looking too bad. I got a little bit of trash floating down. Not a lot. And let's see here. Let's sacrifice that one to the river. You always got to make an offering. Let's get some rods baited up, you guys, and I'll be right with you, okay? Let me get some rods baited up, people. I want to go that big shiner head on this one. Oh. Go ahead and get one out there real quick. Go ahead and get it started fishing. Oh, that's way out there. Let that sink to the bottom. That's pretty deep now. There we go. We're set. Y'all keep an eye on that. I'm going to be baiting these other rods up. Let's go skipjack chunk on that one. God, the humidity is awful here today. Second rod going out. Where's the bottom at? There it is. We're going to go big tail piece on that Muddy River rod. Man, if anything gets on that rod, I'm probably gonna be in trouble because I've got it spooled up with 50-pound line, which I don't like using, and there's only about 40 yards of line left on it after I threw it out. So if something gets on there and starts pulling, Yeah, we're in trouble. Oh, that went way up. There we go. One more rod of bait up, and I'll be right with y'all. You know what? Let's put some shad on that one. We don't have any shad on anything. We got shad and we got some buffalo. We may put some buffalo on that. Ah, them are still pretty frozen. I may have to wait on that. Big old shad. Let's cut him in half, get him out there. I want to go big bait on this though. I'm going to throw that big head on there. He's about the size of my hand. I mean, he's not huge, but we'll throw that. All right, let me get this crap put back in the cooler real quick. I promise y'all, and then I'll be right with you. I just don't want flies getting all over my bait. Put that in there like so. There we go. All right, let's see what's going on with everybody. I'm just running 5 rods right now. That's all I really want to mess with. But we did bring Bob out of retirement. Bob is right there, right beside Betty. All right, fishing with Big Mike. What's going on, Lance McCoo guy? Catching them fish. Let's go. Chris Everett, hello. Catfish Regulators. Paul Boyd's in the house. Eric B. Look, lady, what's up, my brother? Natural State Fishing. Let's see, going back, see if we've missed anybody. My glasses are fogging up because it's so steamy out here. I think I've got everybody there. We've got 24 people watching right now. Brian B, of course, he was the first one in here. Of course he is. Me and Brian B support each other all the time. Y'all, the humidity right now is absolutely almost unbearable. I want to try to see if I can get that up high enough where you guys can see the top of Betty right there. Because I would love, I tried to move the camera a little closer in today. So if she bends down like I want her to, you guys will be able to catch every bit of it. I'm hoping we get to see that. We'll see. Indiana Chris, Skull Rush. What's going on, buddy? We're throwing big giant shiner minnows. I've got some of those. I've got shad that I caught here a while back. That's big giant shad, 14, 15-inch shad. And I've got some 10 to 12-inch skipjacks that I'm chopping up. So that's what's on the menu today. We're throwing 3-way rigs on all the rods except for the last one, Bob, and it has a Carolina rig on it. We are expecting some massive rain. Outdoors Addiction, hello. Massive rain later on this evening. But what I'm going to do is I brought my deer blind with me. Worst case scenario, I'll throw it over me and the camera, and we'll just sit here, and hopefully it doesn't last long. I'm hoping I get some big fish. Oh man, you guys, there is a breeze blowing down the Mississippi River right now that is just oh, that's like air conditioning. That is so nice. I love it. That's like air conditioning. Loving it. Rob Fox, how you doing, buddy? You guys know I always do the pre-show warm up. We're gonna be doing the Mississippi River Rats later tonight. It's gonna be to best of my knowledge, it's gonna be just me and Creole tonight. Richard Cluck, Fishing and Freedom, he's got date night with his wife, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't keep the wife happy, you're not gonna be happy, trust me. And Jerry Parker, unfortunately, I believe he has to work. But Creole will have a special guest with him tonight. And I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a special episode where him and his guest are going to do what? You said it. They're going to actually target bull sharks on the Mississippi tonight. That's the plan. You know, Creole's been catching a lot of those bull sharks, but he hasn't actually went out there geared up and prepared to target those fish, those species. But tonight, the last word I got from him was that he was actually going to rig up and target for the bull sharks and see if he can get into some of those bigger sharks for you guys tonight. So that ought to be exciting if it all comes together. I hope it does. We'll see. Man, my glasses are fogging up. The humidity here is just ridiculous. Finally got some rain. Yes, we did. The Mississippi River has came up. But the rain we're getting is not near as bad as the poor folks in St. Louis. They got hammered real bad, which is way, way upstream of me. And a lot of our friends in Kentucky, they got hit pretty hard. You guys make sure you keep them in your thoughts and prayers. There's been a lot of people killed there. It's tragic. But you know, that's why, you know, I'm not going to complain about all this flood water coming down here, because there's a whole lot of folks that lost a lot because of these floods and storms. And it'd be pretty petty of me to gripe about the river coming up. It is what it is. We're just going to fish it. But our main concern is with the folks in St. Louis and the folks in Kentucky that got hit real bad with flood water. God bless them all, and please watch over them. Overslept this morning. I did too, Mike. You know what? All the late nights of fishing, they finally, I mean, I've went weeks and weeks of staying up late and not get much sleep. And eventually it just catches up with you. And you'll have one day where you fall asleep and you just don't wake up the very Hey, Alvin Lewis, how you doing, my friend? John Boy's Catfishing. Good to see you. I had this wonderful dream, and while I was driving here, that I was going to throw them rods out. I was going to turn the camera on, and while I was talking to y'all, there were just 3 or 4 of us going to bend down. Well, that dream's already been crushed, but that doesn't mean we're not going to catch any fish. It'll be all right. The conditions aren't too bad. I don't have a lot of debris floating down the river, thank God, because usually anytime you've got flood water upstream, it just so many logs and trash floating down, you just can't fish it. It's just not possible. And I said that, and you watch, they'll show up. It never fails right before dark. It'll look like that. Hardly no debris. And right before dark, you look up and here comes log jams and a whole, looks like the Brazilian rainforest been cut down and thrown in the river. And Brian B saying hello to everybody. And Ryan, I appreciate you coming in here, brother. Man, I think extremely highly of my Brian B, man. That's my buddy right there. PA Trapping It Outdoors. Welcome in. We're just going to kill a little bit of time tonight at 7 o'clock our time, which will be, let's see, it's 2 hours, and in 2 hours and 34 minutes, 2 hours and 34 minutes, we will be going live with the River Rats and doing our River Rat show tonight. I thought, well, we'll kill a couple hours fishing while we're waiting on them. How about that? Nothing wrong with that. I always do it. I come out here. It takes me a while to get set up, so I always show up early, and then I show up too early. And I don't want to sit here with the rods out and and not have you guys with me. But by all means, if there's somebody else that's live right now and they're tearing fish up, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings if you go watch them. Rocco, what's up, buddy? Because I don't worry about that kind of stuff. You watch me, you watch somebody else, don't matter to me. I love having you here. Don't get me wrong, but I don't get butt hurt over it ever. Don't bother me. Well, that camera seems a little high to me. I'm going to try to bring that down some, I think, because I'm having to look up at it. So let me adjust this a little bit. You guys be patient just a second. I'm going to try to, wrong leg, Danny. Let's get that a little lower. I took that one down too far. I want to try to get that where it's a little more comfortable for me. You can still see the rod tips, I think. Let me go up just a little bit right there. I'll get it worked out here, you guys. Just be patient with me. You know how I am. I'm always screwing something up or making it all weird. Man. Yeah, the water's a little muddy today. But the advantage of that, believe it or not, it actually helps cut down on the gar. When the river's running a little clear, which the Mississippi River is never clear, sometimes you can see a couple of feet down into it. Okay, when it's not messed up, but generally that's it, a couple feet. But when it's muddy like this, it really cuts down on that gar bite most of the time. Yeah, so Joe Ziegler, what's up, my friend? Good to see you in here. We got baits out now. Because we're not doing the big show tonight yet. It's not until 7 o'clock our time in about 2.5 more hours. I am using up some old bait that I had on top of the cooler. I don't like throwing bait away and wasting it, even though that bait's not very good and it does cause you to not get as many bites. But I like to use it up, and a lot of times it's times like these that we just got a bump on that first rod right there. It's times like these that I like to use that bait up. And throw some old bait out there if you got it. If you don't want to use up your good stuff, save it for like your big shows, your tournaments, stuff when that good bait counts. Save that bait for that. If you got some old bait, go out there and use it up. Don't just throw it away, man. If you want to go out and not even film, or Dave Garcher, what's up? If you want to go out and just do a production video, or even just not film at all, you just want to go out and fish just for the heck of it, just sit on the river, just chill out, use up some of that old bait. You'd be surprised how many fish I've caught on it. And granted, yes, I know, fresh is best. And the vacuum sealed that hasn't been opened is better than what I'm using right now. But I've got the good bait up in the cooler, up in the truck right now. I'm saving it for 7 o'clock. I've got some fresh vacuum sealed skipjack that haven't been opened yet. I've got some fresh vacuum sealed shad that haven't been opened yet. Those are what we will be baiting up when it comes time for us to make it count. But during my show, no, I don't care. I'll throw a cotton picking chicken bone on a hook and throw it out there. I can care less. Between Texarkana and Fort Smith, okay. Guess you guys are telling each other where you're at. I'm on the Mississippi River. If you ever look, man, it's not hard to find where I'm at. I tell everybody where I'm at. If you go up on your Google Earth on the boot heel of Missouri and you look, there's a spot where the Mississippi River runs along the border of Missouri, and you'll see this little horseshoe shape where the river turns right there. Well, I'm fishing somewhere on that horseshoe. That's where I'm at. You can Google it and look at it. It's pretty cool, man. You check it out. You see, it's one of the few places where the river actually flows. It curves around. It'll flow south, and it'll turn and go north, and then it'll turn and go south again. It's almost like an S curve in here, but the horseshoe is real prominent. You can see it, and they're real good. We did have a little tap on that first rod a while ago. It just barely bumped it, though. Now, a lot of times that could be, there's a lot of freaking Asian carp in here. And when you got your lines pulled tight in that current like that, there's a lot of times you'll get a tap on the rod like that, and it's not a fish biting your hook. What it is that line's tight, and those Asian carp swim along, and they bump the line, and it makes the rod tip do that. And if you get a whole school of them come through here, and sometimes there's a school of them Asian carp come through, and there'd be 1,000 of them in a school. and they'll bump every one of your rods and have you freaking out thinking, oh my God, they're biting all over the place. No, they're not. It's Asian carp running into your line. LG Bass, my brother, how you doing? Good to see you in here. I'm just waiting on Creole and our special guest to show up tonight. It's 7 o'clock Central, and we'll get this thing going for real. I'm going to try to find some kind of fish activity going on before that time comes. But when Creole gets here, we'll get it fired up for sure. I promise y'all, great show tonight. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be a good time. Guaranteed. You will not be disappointed. It's going to be a rough night for me because I took my my Yeti water cooler jug and I put ice in it and I filled it full of water and I put the lid on it and I threw it in the back floorboard of the truck. And I went up there to get it a while ago and I didn't have the lid very tight. So every drop of water that I brought with me tonight is in the floorboard of the back of my truck. There is some ice in there. I'm kind of setting that up on the seat and letting that cool, letting it melt. Maybe I can get a drink of water off that ice later, but not. It's going to be a long, if I stay here all night, I'll be having to lick the dew off of the branches up there or something. Actually, there's some water vines up there. I can go cut them water vines and you can get water out of those vines. But I won't dehydrate. I promise y'all that. I know the little tricks to go up in the woods and get some water. You ever seen those water vines? They're hanging off of trees. You chop one of them in half and you hold it up and the water will run out of it. Man, you can get a half a gallon of water out of one water vine. It's real easy. 205 Wild Action. He sounds like he might know what I'm talking about just with the name of his channel. And while I got you guys in here, hey, we're pushing real hard for Panfish Nation. The last time I checked, I think they were just like 20 something away from their 1K. So any of you guys that don't have Panfish Nation, go check them out. I mean, if you don't like them, don't subscribe because we don't promote people to subscribe to just anybody. We want you to look at them, and if you like them, we want you to sub them. But Mark and Lyle Stokes and Mark, they do the Panfish Nation show, and they're real close to hitting their 1K. And guys, here's the thing. That's two really great guys that bring guests on their show all the time, and they promote other people's channels. They do all kinds of information of different types of pan fishing and stuff, and you can learn a ton from them. It's a great show, very informative, very educational, and they promote other fishermen. Big time they do. And they deserve our support. So Panfish Nation, if you don't have them, go check them out and tell everybody that you don't know. I mean, you guys know way more people than I do. I mean, all my friends are usually in here. If you see them in chat, that's pretty much all the people I know. I don't associate with a whole lot of people. Just these goobers in this little box over here on the side. That's the people I talk to and hang out with. As far as that, John Q. Public, I have rarely ever do I don't know what the word I'm looking for. I don't hang out with them much. I'm kind of a loner. But I do love my friends in the catfish community. That's the ones I hang out with. Not gonna lie, I honestly thought we'd have a bite by now. It's been slow on the Mississippi River. I don't get it, man. But here's the thing. This has been the worst year on the river that we've ever had as far as the water levels going up and down, and never stabilizing. And even when you did have good fishing conditions, you had all kinds of trash floating on the water, which made it impossible to fish. And there's a little bump on that first rod again. Let's see if he's going to do anything with it. I don't have those rod holders in the ground very well either. Sean T, what's up, buddy? At the launch, waiting on Creole. Well, the secret's out, you guys. Guess who's going to be our special guest tonight? That's right. We're going to have Sean T on the boat with Creole tonight. Hunting stuff with JJ. Good to see you. And them boys are going to be doing... Sean, you guys are still planning on targeting some sharks tonight, right? Since you're in here? I know that Creole's plan tonight was to target some sharks and go after some bigger ones. So I don't know if that plan's changed or not. Either way, we've got the legendary Sean T with us tonight. He's going to help us fill the void of missing Parker Pursuits and Fishing and Freedom that won't be with us tonight. Yes, sir. Okay, guys. So there you go. You got the word. It is confirmed. They will be targeting some large bull sharks on the Mississippi River tonight. And for any of y'all that there's a bunch of us that fish the Mississippi River, and we try to promote the river and try to show you how good it is. But nobody does it better than the man himself, Mr. Epic Catfishing. He was out last night, guys. Hey, now correct me if I'm wrong, but what he caught last night is going to be the first fish over 100 pounds on a live stream this year. And that's right. Epic and them got a catfish over 100 last night on the Mississippi River, son, just like we told you. We told you guys the first 100-pounder this year was going to come off the Mississippi. We told you it was going to happen, and Epic pulled it off last night. So if you didn't get to see that, you'll have to go back and check that. I think the show he put on last night, it was at the 6 hour and 31 minute mark, I think, in that area there when they landed the 100-pounder. But we told y'all the first 100-pounder on a live stream this year was going to come off the Mississippi. And Epic and them pulled it off last night. CVA, what's going on, my brother? That other rod just bounced just a little bit, but that's the thing about this time of year right now. Yeah, that hundo was awesome, man. And it was a Mississippi River catfish, you guys. Hey, us Mississippi boys stick together too. We love everybody everywhere, but we got our little group that we stick in there. I'm going to check that out. Don't be a smart aleck. Let's see here. Don't act stupid in there. You know what I'm talking about. But what was I saying? Oh, this time of year, the catfish should be fully off spawn now. We should be in post spawn. Now, this time of year, whenever they come off that post spawn, I'm hoping it'll happen tonight. You don't get a lot of them little tap, pull down, tap, tap. They grab it and go. And most of the time, they grab that rod, they bend it down, and they start stripping drag. I hope we get that tonight. We'll see. I'm sure we will on Creole's channel. But the fish have been really sketchy here lately. I ain't figured out what's going on. I don't know everything. There's a lot of times I'm learning just like you guys are. All we can do a lot of times is chunk up some big old donkey baits, throw them out there, and see what happens. But we shall see. And 35 people in here. How much time we got left for? It's 4:40. So we still have 2 hours and 20 minutes. Still showtime. We can kill 2 hours and 20 minutes. You're at the launch and the fish are turning up all over. I've got a few buffalo that are surfacing out there. They keep rolling their backs like dolphins out there. Ton of buffalo. I haven't seen any Asian carp jumping out of the water yet. And I haven't seen any gar. Knock on wood. Betty just got bumped. I haven't seen any gar at all. Just hang on, you guys. I got my eyes on Betty because she just got thumped pretty hard. She took a pretty good lick right then. And we've got a big skipjack head on Betty. FD Fisherman, yep. So that's going to have a lot of my attention here in just a second, I'm thinking. I turn around just in time to see that rod bump down. But Black Betty, right? God, I can never get that right. There. That rod went down like that. But generally, if it's a blue cat this time of year, You're not going to get all that crap. You'll see that rod right there, and it'll just go whoop like that, and it'll stay there and won't come back up. That's what we're looking for tonight. And I think the batteries are about dead. I got Epic lights on Betty, but I think my batteries are about dead on there. If we ain't going to be able to see Betty tonight, I'm going to go get another light, and I'll run down and I'll put it spotlight shining straight up on Betty where we can see her in the dark. We'll set that up where you'll be able to do that. There's another little tap, but it's nothing getting me excited. But like I said, when they're tapping on it, it's probably going to be a smaller catfish. The big ones have not, they generally don't do that. They grab it and go. And we're hoping that's what happens. He's still tapping it, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens here. He's messing with it enough that he's got my attention, I'll say that. We'll just have to see. And I'm not throwing, like I said, I'm not throwing the fresh bait right now. Creole has an amazing fishery here. Yeah, he does. See, that's the thing, man. I'm stuck on the bank here. And Mississippi River, guys, this is some big honking water here. Hold on. I mean, this is big, beautiful water here. You see all that? And something that would be really cool to me, it'd be my dream, is to go through as some of my favorite people on YouTube, like get Creole, but you know, I'm talking about people like from other rivers. I would love to get Brian B and Has and them up here with their boats and all their grass and all their equipment and see what they could do here. I promise you, they'd have a time of their life. I lied. I lied about what? There comes Daryl in here. Gonna try to give me crap. He'll be all right. I checked on the YouTube. There wasn't nobody live. And I said, you know what? Ain't nobody live. I'm going to do it. Because I thought you were supposed to be live right now, but I didn't see you nowhere. Y'all know I love getting under Daryl's skin, right? You to watch. Well, were you live? When were you live, Daryl? I didn't see you live nowhere. I checked. I didn't see you live nowhere. When were you live? I've been home all afternoon looking. Never saw you live once. I clicked on that little thing that says favorite channels and you wasn't on there nowhere. Wait, yesterday? I thought you were going live this afternoon. I thought you said you were going live Saturday afternoon. Because I watched all afternoon for you and didn't see you at all. You mean you went live yesterday? You're freaking killing me, Daryl. Misinformation that you're giving me here. And then you won't get, oh, Betty's getting bumped again. I could have swore you told me that you're going to be live this afternoon. And I watched you all afternoon and didn't see you not once. And now you're telling me it was yesterday. Well, Daryl, I'm going to tell you right now, I'll do it in front of everybody. I apologize. I got confused on the time and I missed you. And I'm sorry for that. I did say I'd watch you and I promised I'd watch you, but I got confused on the time. I thought you were going this afternoon. So I'm sorry, buddy. I apologize. That's 100% my fault for misunderstanding. But I'll tell you what, I'll go back and watch it and I'll leave a comment in the comment section. And I'll even talk about some of the stuff you did to make you feel better, okay? So that you know I watched it. I'm not going to go and say I watched it and not watch it. I'll watch the whole cotton picking thing and I'll talk about some of the stuff you did so that you know that I watched it. How about that, Daryl? God, some of you fellas are just too dadgum sensitive. He's sensitive feller. Uncle Jeep, beep, beep. What's up, 3B? Man, we were getting tapped on Betty, but it ain't nothing that I'll give a crap about because it wasn't no big fish or he would have took it. He would have smoked it. How many guard you plan on catching tonight? I don't know. You know what? I'm hoping none because, like I said, the water's a little stirred up and a little muddy, and I'm hoping that keeps the gar bite down. I really do. Boy, comes a big old that. See that log right there? That thing's gonna be a freaking problem for me. I'm gonna have to watch and hope that it misses my lines. If it don't, I'm gonna have to reel all them in to keep it from getting caught up in it. But that is a big old chunk of wood right there. Right there. That thing ain't no joke. Chris Davis, how you doing, buddy? Man, it'd be nice to catch a piebald tonight. I'm not in the well, generally where I catch the piebalds at, they're about a quarter mile down that way, downstream. Um, the closest we've ever caught a piebald to here. No, that's a lie. It was 50 yards that way. We caught a little bitty. It was about 2 pounder, but we caught a 2 pound piebald 50 yards that way last year. That was during the late summer, I think, when we got that one. He's just a little bitty feller. Get your kayak. Go move it. Oh, hell no. I ain't going out there on no kayak or canoe. I would have 10 years ago. I wouldn't do it now. You know what? I say that, but I've been looking at some two-seater kayaks. I found one that was like 12 foot long that I would have to have one at least that big because sometimes my wife wants to go floating with me on some of the smaller rivers and stuff. And she said, if you buy a kayak, you're buying a two-seater, and you can take the other seat out when you go to the river. But yeah, I am looking into maybe getting a kayak and doing some fishing on this river with the kayak because they're not that heavy. I can park the truck on the road up there and I can drag it through the woods and launch it pretty much anywhere in here. I think that log's gonna miss our lines. It looks like it is. It's looking all right. It may miss us. I'm gonna keep an eye on it and make sure. The only one it might get is gonna be Betty. Let me look and see if where that line goes in the water at. How far out there is she? No, I think it's gonna miss us, guys. I'm pretty sure it is. I hope. Yeah, it's gonna miss us. And one good thing about tonight, we got a little bit of you see a sandbar trail here? Because what we normally fish, matter of fact, if you see that tree stump right there, I think that's it. That's where I had Betty propped up on when I caught that 70 pounder. But I was up there, see all them rocks? We were up there running and all that crap. But the river's dropped enough, and it's still down enough that we've got this nice little sandbar path here that we can run along to get to the rods. Makes it a heck of a lot easier to get to them without breaking your leg. Don't forget to hit the thumbs. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, you guys. I appreciate it. 46 beautiful people in the house. Waiting on Creole Shanti. Shanti is at the boat ramp now. And waiting on Creole to show up. And we're gonna kill some time while we're waiting on them. See if we can get some fish on the board before they show up. Man, the humidity's back again. I'm watching these clouds out this way. If it starts looking hey, Sherm Fire 211, what's going on? I'm watching these clouds. Ronnie Moore, my buddy. Ronnie knows exactly where I'm at. Ronnie, I am upstream of the last place that me and you fished together on the main river. I'm down there at Dawson's Point on the very end. I wasn't gonna say who the special guest was, but he showed up in chat and told everybody. I didn't tell him, Brian. He did. I don't think it was no secret because here's the thing. Creole's got it. If you go look and see the thumbnail advertisement for the show for tonight. I think he already had it listed that Sean T was going to be with him. I say, did you give them my address for the delivery of that rod this morning? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, guys, I won a Mad Catz rod today on Hog Legs deal. That's the first rod I've ever won in a drawing. I've been really, really blessed and won lots of prizes. You know, I've won stickers and different things like that, and you know, some smaller, really cool stuff. But I've never won a rod. Now I got to try to win a reel to go on it. But I got a Mad Catz rod this morning during the Hog Leg show, and matter of fact, Has even threw in some spooks with it. I think I know he did because he messaged me. Has sent me a message and got my address for that. Shirley T, hello, man. We got 2 bumps on that rod a while ago and 2 bumps on Betty, but they just tapped it and quit. So I ain't liking that. I ain't liking that one bit. I'm trying to see if that's a tree coming this way down there. I can't tell. I'm waiting on the prime time fishing to kick in. Aaron. No, we just been fishing for 41 minutes. We've had a couple of little bitty taps and nibbles, but no bites that I'm going to count as bites. I'm not even counting them as a good bite. I'm just calling it a tap. And I don't count taps. They got to bend the rod more than a foot for me to call it a bite. But we're going to try to get on tonight. But either way, we'll have Creole up here at 7 o'clock on the Creole Catfishing channel. You guys go there, and the River Rats will be live on that channel tonight. And I'll have all kinds of backup coming to help me out. Man, there's a dead gum hook laying in the arm of my chair. I almost stuck that right in my arm. That ain't good. That's one of them Wildcat Rigs hooks right there. That thing will poke the crap out of you. I need to put that thing up before I get stuck with it. Because I do not want to have to dig that thing out of my freaking arm. I have no desire for that at all. About all you can do, you can't pull them out. You got to pop them through and cut them off with a pair of pliers. And then pull it out. You got to cut that barb off there. You ain't getting it out of there. I've had to do that twice. Just pop it on through and cut it off. Then you can get it out of you. Get that put up. Put it somewhere safe where nobody get hurt. And the bite has been slow. I'm hoping it picks up tonight. We'll see. It's been really tough on the Mississippi lately. Really tough. With the river going up and down, that's the only thing I can figure that's causing the majority of it. And it's rose, I think it's up to 8 feet now that it's came up since Wednesday. It's came up 8 feet since Wednesday. So that's a fairly quick rise, and it's still rising now. That's the thing. It's still coming up. The daytime bite here has not been very good at all. Tim McDowell, what's up, buddy? Again, you guys, I'm going to be saying this over and over again. If you don't have Panfish Nation, I want you to go check them out. I think we got them down to like 20. Let me check real quick. I'm going to see how close they are. I'm going to see how close we are to getting Panfish Nation to 1K. I think we're getting pretty close, guys. But I really want to push Panfish Nation tonight and get Lost Oaks and Mark up there where they belong. They deserve it. They've earned it. Hit that search, Panfish Nation. Let's see what they're at right now. They're at 983. They are 17 away, guys. 17 away from 1K. So we're definitely going to push them tonight. We need 17 more people to get Panfish Nation. 17 more, man. That's awesome. Now I got some messages here. Let me see who it is. Uh, is your life insurance paid up? Let me see. Hold on here. Ethos IB. We know that life moves fast, but so does life insurance at Ethos. You can reapply your minutes to maximize your coverage. Who the hell gave these people my number? Don't they know I'm high risk? There ain't no insurance company wants to cover me. They gotta be out of their dadgum minds. All you're gonna do is lose money, especially health insurance. Good Lord, I'd break them. They said he needs stitches again. They're like, man, just pay off the policy and drop him. They'll sent you a friend request. Okay, thank you. Somebody sent me a friend request. You want to be my friend? I like making new friends. Let's see who's gonna be. Let's see who's gonna be my new friend. Okay, as long as you ain't got your boobs out, we can be friends. Oh no, she's a sweet lady. I'm gonna go ahead and accept that. And that one there. We're just sitting here accepting friend requests, waiting on a bite. I just don't click on the ones that where they got their boobs out, because I'm gonna tell you something. The guys that fall for that ain't a chick. That's a dude. That's just showing a picture of a woman to get your friend request. Don't fall for it. It's a trap. Send you a beer request. Boy, that'd be nice right now. Ice cold Bud Light. That's if I knew for sure I was staying all night. I'd probably go behind the camera and kill me a beer real quick. Just slam it. I don't know. Could y'all imagine me if I had a buzz? It probably wouldn't. It wouldn't be good. No, not a good thing at all. I don't know why my camera's so freaking dark. It's always dark. I figured out the other day how to lighten it up, but I forgot how I did it. You know what? I'm gonna drop a link, see if anybody wants to come hang out. Let's do that. We'll throw a link up there. Because if anybody wants to come up and hang out, they come up and hang out. Fine by me. And how much time we got left? We've got 2 hours and 1 minute before the show starts. From them shot, yeah, I was pretty high that day. That was a good day. I'm throwing the rods way out there toward the main channel, and every one of them are out there. And that's probably a mistake. I probably need to stagger them. Yep. You guys have seen me high, but I need to stagger them. The two furthest rods need to be way out in the main channel. The next two rods need to be up at middle ways, and that last rod needs to be closer into the bank. And if we go, when we go throw them out again, we'll do that. We'll stagger them out to different depths and different distances. We'll put different distance on them. I'm watching that cloud right back over there. It doesn't look too bad, but it's got me. It ain't got me concerned. It's got me cautious. I'm watching it because it might bring something with it. We don't know. Man, we should have had a takedown by now. This one of them spots, though, where you might have to sit here for 3 or 4 hours before you finally catch a good fish. But generally, I catch big fish here. There's just not a lot of them. You'll fish this spot real hard and stay here and just keep throwing baits out, keep throwing baits out. And this is where we get a lot of our 30, 40, 50 pounders out right here. And this is where the exact spot we're sitting right now, where we caught the 70 pounder about a month ago. The 58 pounder came from over that way. He was down around, if you look on the map on Google Earth, where I told you about that horseshoe a while ago, at the very tip top of the horseshoe, very top of it, right there. If you go center of the horseshoe, it's very top of it. That's where that 58 pounder come from. Right there in the city limits of New Madrid. Caught him right there in town. Who's this? Excuse. Yep. Heat will make you do crazy things. Hold on. Did I see Joy in here? Joy Stewart. What's going on, sis? And what's our battery like? It's 81%. I've got the generator already gassed up and ready to go. So when it starts to get dark, all I can do is fire it up and plug the cord in, and it'll charge phone and light the lights up. I hate this freaking light though. It's a little LED light that I just stand up at my feet. The problem with it is it just shines right in your cotton picking eyes, because you can't get it to where it'll show on the rods and light you up where people could see, because it's down low. It shines up and it just blinds the crap out of you. So a lot of times I'm sitting there going like this, trying to block the light, and then you can't see me because I'm throwing a shadow on myself. But who cares, you know? Dale Hayslip, how you doing? Where I wanted to go was, if you can see, there's an island right there. See that island? There's water. It goes back that way, right there. It goes around that island. That's where I'd love to be fishing. But man, you have to walk a quarter mile, carry all this crap down there, and I just ain't got it in me tonight. I ain't got it in me. I don't have the energy for it. So it's not going to happen. That's where I wanted to be, though. That's the flathead spot down there. I've seen 2 dead carp come floating by here so far. Weather looks good for tonight, Danny, according to my weather woman. Okay. Well, it was showing on mine. I looked earlier, and there's some bad storms on the west side of Missouri that they're going to get there. They're going to be there about 7:45 and start working their way here after that. I don't know how long it's going to take for them to get here, but they're going to be over there by the storms are going to be over there where Danimal and Sunfish King and all those guys are at, and heading this way. But that's around 7:45 when those storms hit them, and then they got to come all the way across the state and get to me. A lot of them storms have been building up and losing everything before they get here. Like Thursday night, I wasn't going to fish Jody's show because it showed that, ooh, that's a big old fish. I wish I could have seen what it was. Margaret Bill located it on the island. Oh, if they did, I'd be down there. You know what? I'm going to build a, that's actually a little tip of Kentucky right there. That's part of Kentucky right there. Kentucky right there. Oh. Wait, is Bullock in here? Fisherman Sid, hello. Buck Williams, there's my buddy Kelly Bullock. Man, I've been watching Kelly Bullock a lot, man. He's been doing all kinds of crazy stuff, building that little boat and everything. And he even threw out a challenge, a boat to boat, boat versus boat challenge in his boat versus Lee Evans. And I'm waiting to see if Lee accepts that challenge. I'm waiting on that. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be a fun one. So we're all waiting to see if Lee accepts that challenge. Lee's probably going to tell him to go jump in the river. Because Lee don't, he ain't scared to tell you no about accepting a challenge. He could care less. Now I might go up there and find me a water vine in a minute. Chop it off. Get something to drink. Oh, them rods just dead in the water right now. A couple inches of rain last night and this morning. Yeah. It pretty much drizzled here all day. It just quit probably about an hour and a half ago. been just drizzling rain all day long. All day long. Well, we've got the baits in the water, y'all. That's about all we can do at this point because, you know, being a bank fisherman, it ain't like I could grab all this crap up and move. Holy crap. Oh my God, that's the biggest dadgum grinnell I've ever seen in my life. I may pull her up and try to get him. Hold on, he's right there. Shh, guys, I'm gonna try something real minute. Hang on. If I can get up and not scare him off, there's a giant grinnell right there. I'm gonna try to get a rod in and catch him. That thing's freaking huge. That's a state record, man. Where did he go? That grinnell would be a state record. I guarantee it. Oh, where did he go? Where did he go? I'm gonna move over here real careful, like. He was sitting right there at the edge of the bank. I'm gonna see if I can. If he comes back up there, I'm gonna drop this line right in front of his face. I don't see him right now. I'm gonna keep this rod out of the water. And if he comes back, I'm gonna drop this right down there on him. Matter of fact, let's just set it out there. Right there. Where I last saw him at. And if he comes back, I'll reel it up and put it in his face. That was a massive grinnell, guys. I guarantee you, that grinnell would break state record that I just saw. That thing was freaking huge. Man, I'd love to catch that thing. I'm gonna watch for him. See if he comes back. He came right up to the bank and looked at me. He went and then backed up real slow. Man, I hope he comes back up where I can see him. That was a massive grinnell. Hey, what? We'll leave that bait right there, right where I just saw him at. I'm gonna sneak over real quiet. And I'm gonna put it right back. I mean, I dropped it right off the bank here. I'm gonna put it back in the rod holder. It'd be totally cool if he finds that. So I want to loosen that drag. There we go. I don't want to spook him. Now you watch, since I put the rod back over there. Oh, Betty's getting hit. I think. Oh, was it a stick? Did a stick get her or she get hit? I can't tell. It might have been a stick bumped her out there. Wait, wait, wait. That's not a stick, I don't think. That's not a stick. Is it? Oh, he's on there. Oh, that's fish on, guys. Come up. Oh, this deer's got something on him. Oh, come on, tighten the drag up. I'm gonna bring him down toward you guys. We got fish on. Yeah. Oh, come on, sucker. Come on up. I want to at least see you. Where you at? There he is, way down there. Come on, buddy. Oh, something's hitting that grinnell rod. Oh, come here, come here. I want to see what you are. This on skipjack head. Woo, that's a nice one, guys. Oh, yeah. Come here. Something's taking that rod. Come here, son. Come here. Oh, come here, come here, come here. Ah. In the net, suckers! Woo! Man. Oh, Black Betty, bam, lamb. Woo! like it. I like it. I really, really like it. Skipjack head time. All right. Right in the corner of the mouth, y'all. With that cotton picking Wildcat Riggs hook. And it's on him too. I can't get it out of him. Come out there, hook. Let's see if I can get this hook out of him. Come on. Man, that hook's in there. Ow, crap. Quit biting me. There, we got the hook out. Get the sinker clear of him here. I want to get some fish grips on him where I can get control of this fish, because I am not sticking my hand in his dang mouth. Open up, buddy. Y'all ready to see a fish? Are you? How many's ready to see a fish? Oh, come on, son. Let go of it. Oh, I put the fish grips on the net. Come on, son. Holy cow. Look at there, boys. Oh, yeah. Whoop, whoop. On Black Betty, he talking to you too. He was. Can you hear him? God, this thing stinks. Ow! All right, hang on. I'm going to weigh you and get you loose, son. I know, I know. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. I know. Just hang on. Come on, lock in. Will you please be still? Will you quit? Whoa, she's caught to the scales and lock in. There, they locked. He ain't no monster. 17.97. He's almost an 18-pounder. He's close. Let's get him loose. Go on, buddy. Oh, look at there. That rod right off the bank's jerking. Did y'all see that? Man, it's 3 feet off the bank, and he's pulling on it. So first fish is a 17.98. And I'm gonna reuse that skipjack head just to show y'all that you can catch bait on old, nasty used bait. I'm gonna reuse it. I bet y'all thought I wasn't gonna catch nothing, wasn't you? Well, I knew I was gonna, but I wasn't confident enough to start bragging on it. Yeah, we're gonna throw that old, beat up, grungy, stinky, rotten. That bait's been thawed out 3 times and refroze, and it just caught a catfish. Just like that. But that rod right there, I threw it 2 feet off the bank a while ago. That sucker was bouncing a second ago. Let's get Black Betty back out there. She can't do no work sitting on her butt. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. You know, And I got my handy dandy rag that I got from my good buddy J Dog. Sent me this rag because he said, "Boy, you're always getting trash all over you, wiping it on your breeches and on your shirt." And I still do it. Man, he just he twitched the rod twice, and when I picked it up, it went down, and he started pulling a little spool, drag off the spool. I had to reach over, tighten the drag up a little bit. But do you guys see how long I was working on that fish? It's because that 10-aught wildcat hook went through the bone in his jaw. And man, I like to never got that hook out of his mouth. That fish was not getting off that hook. He may break the line that I had on there, but he was not getting that hook out of his mouth on his own. I'm telling you. I had to pry, twist, and wiggle to get that hook out of his jaw. Wildcat rigs, baby, right there. Just caught you up. What was it, a 17.98 pounder? Nice, pretty little blue cat. Gotta love it. Yeah, gotta love it. And if you guys ain't checked out Wildcat Rigs, I don't have a link in here right now, but if you go to my page, you go to my page and you go up in there in the banner in the top right hand corner, it says my PayPal link, but right beside it is a Facebook mark. Click on that, it'll take you right to the Wildcat Rigs link. And don't worry about it because Creole's gonna be here on here after a while, and he'll throw the link up there for me. You guys, I'm old. My memory doesn't do very well. When I start thinking about fishing, that's all I'm thinking about is freaking fishing. I forget about everything else. And I got to start remembering to put that link up there. And Josh, I apologize for that. But I'm going to catch fish and I'm going to tell them how I caught them. Every time. Wildcat rig hooks, baby. I just did it for you. What more do you want? On Black Betty. See, that rod gets out there further. So that answered the question a while ago. Are them fish out there way out in the main channel? Or are they up here in close? Well, we just caught that and way out there in the main channel because none of these rods, as good as they are, can throw as far as Betty. Betty gets it out there, son. And I'm only putting a 5-ounce weight on her. Can you believe that? 5 ounces. That's all I put on her. Because what I do is I throw way upstream. And I've got pretty decent current going here. So this is how you do when you're fishing for these catfish with Betty in this situation I'm in right now. You know, all those guys do bumping. They bump the bottom. The way I do it from here is I'll throw a 5-ounce weight with a big giant donkey bait on there, and I'll throw it out there way upstream. Now the current catches that, and it drifts along, and it bounces on the bottom, and bounces and bounces and bounces, and goes along through there until it's downstream and the line pulls tight. Well, in the time that it's bouncing down through there, it's running into fish faces because they're facing upstream and swimming, and that bait bounces along the bottom and just smacks them in the face and they grab it. So it's bank bouncing with Dana Stone Outdoors. You throw it upstream and let it drift down and just let it bounce along the bottom. Now, if I threw a big 8 or 10-ounce weight on there and threw it out there, it'd lock down in one spot. It'd hold. But then I'm fishing that spot. But if I throw that 5-ounce sinker on there with a bigger bait and throw it upstream, it's going to drift and bounce on the bottom, okay, until it finds a fish. So that's what we're doing with that rod. The rest of these rods have got a little bit heavier weights on them, and I'm throwing them in particular locations that I've picked out. And I'm spot locking that bait right on those positions. Betty, I throw her upstream. She bounces along the bottom until she finds something that wants to eat it. There you go. That's what I'm doing. You fish how you want. That's how I fish it. Whisker Dreams, what's up? Oh, I seen you say halibut. I love halibut too. Halibut is one of the bucket list fish for me. I've got to go catch a halibut. The closest thing I catch anything that even looks like a halibut is down at Florida. I catch those cotton picking flounder. And I just call it a halibut seed. Now, that rod was bouncing while we were doing it. Look here. It's right there. Look, let me loosen up this tripod. It's right there. I threw it in the water right there. Okay? It's 4 feet off the bank, trying to catch that cotton picking bowfin. But while we were fighting that fish, I looked over and that rod was bending and he was getting hit while we were fighting that catfish. And even when I reeled that catfish in, that rod bent. But when that catfish started flopping, I think whatever was there, I think it scared it off because he was flopping right there by the bank. Oh, Betty just got hit again, y'all. I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking. And Betty got hit again. Because, see, here's the thing I just told you. What Betty's doing, she's that big old girl knows, she knows what she's doing. I throw her upstream and she's bouncing along the bottom. And basically, she's bumping that thing like Mike Greenwell. But she just bumps along there until she finds fish, and then fish snatches it up, and there you go. Hold on. He may be fixing to go with it, y'all. Hold on. Let me put my rag up because we may be fixing to go. I'm gonna let him take it for a little bit. Come on, sucker. Hang on, he's working it. I'm gonna let him work it. I'm gonna let him work it. He's working on it. I want to sit here and wait for that rod right there to go down. I if I would have waited a while ago, you guys would have got to see that. But he was pulling on it like that, and I picked it up, and when I did, he went like that, and I just lifted up the rod on him. If I would have waited, you guys would have got to see that bend over. So I ruined that for you. I took that away from you when I did that. So we're gonna let him eat. Let's just let him eat and see if he can bend it over for us because we like to see the takedowns. I ain't worried about catching no fish. I mean, I like doing it, but I like to see the cool stuff like that. You know, that's the whole purpose for me. CFL Queen, what's up? Judith, good to see you in here, my sister. Oh, Judy, boy, she's cooler than cucumber, man. I'll tell you what. The good woman. Oh, he's bouncing it now. I don't think this one is as big as the last one we just caught. I don't think he is. I think that's a smaller catfish. I really do. I think that's a smaller cat. But you guys were getting into that magic time. Oh yeah. Get close to the magic hour. It's right when I got right before I had to turn these lights on, where it's still light enough you can see, but dark enough that these catfish start going, hey, I think I'm gonna go get me a bite to eat over there, down there on that bend down there. You know where that point sticks out? They got some pretty good food down there. And I'm gonna swim on up there and go through the drive-through and grab me a bite. We're almost to that time. We got the takeout window right here, the drive-through. You just drive through, pick it up, and go. It's a drive-through food station for the catfish. Hey, Scott Swift, what's up, buddy? Man, I can't help it. I got to check that first rod right there because it was pulling whenever we were fighting that other fish. And he may have put me in those freaking rocks right there. He may have me in those cotton picking rocks. Let's see. Nope. But look here. I'll show y'all something. Gone. 4 feet off the bank. Gone. He took the bait while we were fighting that other fish. That's why I wanted to check that real quick. We're going to put that sucker right back out there. You know what? We're going to put it right back out there. Let's go with a whole shiner on there. This big old shiner. Let's put him on there. And let's drop him right off the side of the bank here. And I'm going to hook him through the body like this. I don't know how well that's going to hold up. I'm going to hook that shiner up just like that. See that? Now, we're going to drop this. Look here. Straight down, right? There. 4 feet off the bank. And let's let some line out. Let's loosen the drag up. Now, 4 feet off the bank. And he took the bait. Well, that we had a fish working that while we were catching that blue cat off of Black Betty. That fish was working that bait. That rod was going. Drop it in the margins. That's right. Oh, that one. Now I reused that skipjack head. Y'all seen me do that. It was kind of mashed up and crushed up, and it got hit a few times. It might have been so tore up he might have just pulled it off the hook. We're gonna let it sit for a little while. We ain't no hurry. We've got an hour and a half before we start fishing with Creole and Sean T. So we got an hour and a half to kill, guys. Not a big deal. But we're gonna let that sit for a little bit longer. If Betty don't get hit within the next 10 or 15 minutes, we'll pull her in and throw another piece of bait on her. But that was on the skipjack head. For any of y'all wondering, I've got shad out, I've got skipjack out, and I've got big giant shiners out. The skipjack head is what caught the blue cat. So there you go. I'm gonna have to go up truck, find something to drink, man. There may be a bottle of water underneath the seat or something that fell under there or something. Because I'm gonna die. I ain't kidding you. I'm at the point where I'm gonna hang a tarp up, and if it starts raining later, I'm gonna let that water hit that tarp and run into my dadgum thermos. So I've got some drinking water. I'll drink river water. I don't care. Pro staff package should be there at the end of the week. Okay, brother, I appreciate it. Yeah, I got a tracking number off of it. You sent me the picture of the package, and what I did is I took a screenshot of the tracking number on the package, and I put that tracking number on there, and it shows me that last I checked, it was in New York City heading this way. So thank you, Josh. Yeah, I've got the tracking number off that. And it says it was at New York this morning. It was in New York this morning. The package was. So I absolutely know it's on its way. And down y'all there. Well, I love you to death, Judas. You and Rich are good people. I surely do. You're good people, and I love you to death. I can hear thunder rolling back there. It's gonna go Garth Brooks on me. Gonna start thunder rolling on me, I guarantee it. But we'll break out we got the deer blind. It's a little bitty, and we'll just throw it over the top of me and the camera, and we'll roll with it. If we have to. We came prepared. We'll throw deer blind over us. I don't want to pull that deer blind out because that thing's hard to fold back up. It's spring loaded. When you open it, it just goes pow and jumps out everywhere. But then you got to put it back in the bag, and it's all twisting fiberglass rods, and you're popping, and they jump up and bust you in the nose. And it's not fun to put up, y'all. I hate that thing. Well, I can't believe that one fish right there didn't hook up. What it is, we lost that fish when we were screwing around with that other one. I guarantee you we did. I may have to get another rod down here and throw it out over there. I think I will. I think I'm gonna go up the truck here in just a minute, and I'm gonna grab one more rod to set out, and we'll have an even 6 rods out. Right now we got 5, and I think I want to run 6. I do, because I want to throw one back into that cove over there in that shallow water. Because right now all these are in the deep water, with the exception of this first rod, which is 4 feet off the bank. It's right there. I mean, it's right there. I mean, I could probably throw a rock and hit the bait because it's so shallow where it's at. But I want to get one more and throw it in that shallow curve right back down there. And I know the perfect rod for it. It is the Michael Murillo rod, the Sumo Chopsticks 2.0, baby. We need to get that 2.0 down here and get it set out right over there is what we need to do. Because the Sumo rod did real good for us last Sunday night. What are you doing, turtle? Ain't nobody called you. You need to move on. Thank you, sir. Go under and go away. Just get on out of here. Don't want no part of you, and you don't want no part of me. You know, I ain't got nothing for you. No food today, son. Paddle your little butt on down on the river. Just keep on going. Move along. Move along. Nothing to see here. Nothing for you. What was I talking about? Who knows? I don't even know what I was talking about. You could probably rewind it and still not figure out what was he talking about. Don't have a clue. Okay. I am going to run up to the truck here in just a minute. Let me see what I missed here. Natural state of mind or natural state fishing. Y'all have a great evening. Pop up riverets later. Okay. Absolutely. We'll see you then, NSF. Because I already got a catfish on the bank, so I'm good. The skunk's gone. And when Creole gets here, we're going to go shark fishing. Son, what are you talking about? And in between him hooking sharks, I'm going to do my best to reel in some more nice blue cats for y'all. But now, here's the thing. I'm 100 yards downstream of one of my favorite flathead spots. Now, every now and then, the flatheads will slip on down here and they get to milling around in this little area right here. The blue cats chase them on back up there, but they come down here and hang around a little bit. So don't be surprised if we find us a little flathead catfish tonight. Yellow cat, shovelhead, whatever you want to call it. Don't be shocked if we find one tonight. It's possible. I'm going to give it a few more minutes and I'm going to go up and get that other rod and get it rigged up, okay? You watch. I'll come back and y'all all going to be saying, oh my God, that rod went down while you was gone. It went down all the way. And, you know, I'm going to hear it. As long as you don't tell me that rod went down and pulled out of there and went in the water. Don't want to hear that. Raised outdoors, Arkansas. I'd be 100 yards down myself. Yeah. Well, no. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Hold on. He may be fixing to take it. He may be fixing to take it. Oh, yeah. He took it. He took it. He took it. Oh, yeah. Let me see what side of that rod he's going to be on. I'm going to bring him back down here to y'all again. We'll just bring him right here in front of the camera. He got a little pull on him. Oh, that's another nice one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, guys, on the same skipjack head, the old rotten, used up skipjack head. Baby blue was the color of his eyes. Baby blue. He ain't as big as that last one. Let me see if I can get down here and get the net on him. He wasn't going nowhere. He's tied up in a knot. Come here, bugger. Get in that net. Get in that net. Cotton picker. Dadgum, you're hiding. I'm going to look here. I'm going to show you something. He is. Well, I can't let you see it. Hold on. Let's see if I can get that out of the way there. He has wrapped that line around his head over and over and over again, and I got to untangle this little fart. Just let me get him untangled here. Yeah, I know. I know it. I know that hook hurts. It's a Wildcat Rigs hook. But you know what? I'm going to get it out of you, all right? Just be good. You be good to me, and I'll be good to you, all right? I'm going to get the fish grips now, and I'm going to pop them in your little, right in the na-na-ha. Do not straddle a fish. Do not straddle a fish. Oh, you little bastard. Oh, God. Oh. Well, thank God I'm done having kids. Man, he caught me right in the hoo-ha. Oh, good Lord. That's not cool, dude. God, these fish stink. They stink. It's that hot water makes them smell funny. Then he stabbed me between the fingers too with his fin. I got stabbed. All right, what we got? Come on, lock him. You ain't gonna believe that. 11 pounds, dead nuts. No pun intended. On the same skipjack head. Nice little 11 pounder. There you go. Woo! Nom, 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 nom. Easy. Come on, son. He gone. Oh, God. Oh, man. They stabbed me right there in the webbing of my fingers with that pin. That's going to hurt. Oh, my God, that's going to be sore. Oh. What do you think the odds are that we could land a third fish on that same stupid skipjack head? Gotta have fresh bait. Gotta have fresh bait. Yeah, you gotta have fresh bait, but you know what? If you ain't got nothing else, use that old rotten stuff over and over and over again. That head right there done caught 2 fish. And guess what? It's going back out after another one. I'm just going to reposition the hook so it's got a better bite on it to where it won't fall out of his head. I just relocate it and we're going to use it again. Whoa, Black Betty, Bambalea. Whoa, Black Betty. Oh. Yes, sir. Way on up there. Way on up there. Ugh. Now, let me recap on what I was saying a while ago about. Here's the thing. If you notice, I've got 5 rods out. Now, I've got the 5 rods. I've got heavier weights on them that will lock them in to a position to wherever I put them baits, they're there. They're not moving. Okay, they're staying locked in on that spot. Now, what I told you a while ago was that we're taking Black Betty with a 5-ounce sinker, the lightest sinker we're throwing, with a skipjack head, which catches a lot of drag in that current. And we're throwing it upstream as far out there as we can. And that bait is dragging along. It's dragging that weight because the 5 ounces is on the bottom, but it's not enough to hold that bait in one spot. But I throw it way upstream into the current. Now, as that bait pulls that weight, that weight drags along the bottom, and it bounces that bait along the bottom. Okay, and it's smacking them fish right in the face when it drifts down past them. It's like bumping from the bank, you guys. That's the rod that's caught 2 fish. Is the bottom bumping bank rod. The other ones are locked in at one position. We've had a couple bites, but we have not caught any fish with it. So, believe what you want. I'm telling you what I'm doing. You take it for what it's worth, and you do what you want with it. Fair enough. If I bounce Betty, bouncing Black Betty, bouncing the bait from the bank on the bottom, that's a whole lot of bees. And you'd be busting blue cats. There you go. God, them fish stink. Good Lord. I hate hot water catfish. They just reek. They're nasty. What's up, Eric? Bumping from the bank with Black Betty bouncing for blues on the bottom. I'm just letting that, guys, seriously, I'm just letting that bait a lighter weight that's it's heavy enough to keep it down, but it's light enough that the bait will bounce along the bottom. And that's the effective technique right now in this location that's producing the fish. Are we reeling in fish back to back as fast as we can? No, we're not. But we've got two fish on the rod that's doing that, no fish on the rods that aren't doing that. So it's just another technique that you can try out for you if you've got current with a muddy bottom. Okay, where I'm throwing right now, that's a muddy bottom there. There's not a lot of snags, there's not a lot of rocks. There's sandbar and mud is all that's out there. And that bait just drifts along and bounces on through there. And that's what's hooking the fish up. You know, I'm just telling you what I'm doing that's working. Am I telling you I'm an expert catfisherman? Absolutely not. I've only been doing this for 40 something years. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot of it is you're hoping and praying and throwing and looking and wishing. It is for anybody. I ain't got nothing here right now that will physically tell me that there's a freaking fish out there other than uh, my wishes and hopes. That's it. I know this spot's produced before a lot of times, and that's why I come back to it. I know the contour of it because here's the thing. I've studied it when the river was in drought stage. When the water drops down to where you can almost walk across this spot here, you look and see where all the humps and the holes and the curves and and the thing about it is on Mississippi River now, I know what you're going to say. Well, it's constantly changing. So what you saw there a year ago is not what's there now. You're right. You're right. Except for one thing. I've got that island right there, and it always consistently puts out the same current stream because of that island, which causes those there will always be a channel cut there. Unless you take that island out, you're not taking that freaking channel out. Trust me. I've been watching the dadgum thing for 30, 40 years, and I know what I'm talking about. That island causes a current swing here that cuts into that bank and creates that channel. That's why I love that spot. And I wish to goodness that, man, I would love to get Roger, Muskrat and them up here with their boat and them fish finders and let them run through here. You know what? That's my dream right there. I want Roger or one of them to come up here with a boat and run through here. And I want them to scan this river in these spots that I'm fishing just so they can look at me and go, holy crap. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm like, no, man, I tried to tell you. It's just harder to do from the bank, guys. Hold on. Betty just got hit again. Third time hit on that same stupid skipjack head. Because it's bouncing along the bottom. Is he going to go? Is he going to go? He's bumping it. He's bumping it. Hang on. We're going to get ready to run on him. Yeah, he slowed down on it. See, it was getting hit again. Third fish on that stupid piece of bait. Bouncing along the bottom. And he tugged on it pretty good, like 3 tugs just a while ago. And them other 3 rods there, not a bite. Not a nibble on them. Ain't nothing touched them. It ain't touched them. Well, no. I was going to say there goes the Muddy River rod, but there's a stick caught on it. So I got to get that stick off that Muddy River rod. Hang on, y'all. I thought the Muddy River rod had a bite, but it's a stick. It's got a stick on it. Come on, first. And he drug it into the rocks and hung it up. He's got it hung up. Good Lord. Man, I can't break that freaking line. We lost the hook and the sinker off of that one. That stick. See, like I said, out there where Betty's at, that's all sand and mud bottom. Now, right up in here close, about 50 yards out, it's all giant wash rocks, some big giant that riprap rocks. And that stick got a hold of this muddy river rod and drug the whole thing down there into the rocks, and I lost the hook and the sinker. But you know what? We got more. We'll put another one on there. We just got to do a little cleaning up of this swivel. And that swivel I got right there, I'll show you that in a second. Come on, there. I got a big old tree coming right there, you guys. I got to keep my eye on. Because that sucker, I'm going to have to reel up every one of these rods. Because that tree right in there, it'll take every one of these rods out. And I don't feel like tying on 6 rigs right now. I just don't feel like doing it. So we're fixing to reel all of them in and let that pass. I do not want to get caught in that. I may just rig up a weight on here and throw it out there and catch that tree and pull it in, throw it on the bank. But that swivel right there, I don't know if that way you can see that. And get where you can see it. That is a 200-pound swivel. And again, that is from Wildcat Rigs. That's a Wildcat swivel right there. God, I don't want to have to reel all those in. I'm going to have to, or that log's going to get them. It's going to get them. I'm going to have to reel that in. Dadgummit. 1, 2, I'll keep an eye on it. 3, 4, 5. Boy, I'm sweating. It's because the humidity is so high right now that it's ridiculous. Man, I'm gonna have to get that. I'm gonna have to get that log out of there. I'm thinking about, instead of reeling in all these rods, I'm gonna take that furthest rod, cast out there, and catch that log and drag it in. That way, I only have to pull in one rod versus all of them. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I can pull that log in, I'm gonna go try, guys. I want to stop that thing from. Oh, there goes Betty. Hang on. She's moving. She's moving. And now, see, here comes that freaking log. And I'm going to be in trouble because it's going to catch me. Let me try to catch that log real quick before that catfish gets on there. You know what? He may be missing. Now, see, I pulled that log past all my lines, except for this one, and I can let it. That bait's going off there again. I can let that log. I pulled it in this way. I'm gonna let it drift on out of there. Let me get my hook back. Quit. Got my face. I'm gonna go ahead and send that downstream there. I'm gonna get that back. I'm gonna send that on downstream past my rods. You believe we reeled all that crap in? Hey, look at the size of this log we caught. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm gonna send it on out. Let it go. That's a big old log we just reeled in. But see now what I did, I went ahead and snagged all them rods with that logs, that big old log right there. I caught them with that first rod and pulled them in so I could put them around my rods where I wanted them to go versus letting them get caught up in my lines. So with one rod, we averted a disaster versus reeling in all six of them. So I'm gonna drag this one here. I'm gonna drag it up on the bank and get rid of it. So now we're gonna change the bait on that one rod and get it back out there. And the bait's gone off of this one again. Can you believe that? So let's rebait it. This is the one that was 4 feet off the bank. 4 feet out there. And the bait's gone. He must have got it when I wasn't looking. And we're wanting to use up these little shiners because they're about no good now. Come on now. Get in there. All right. Yeah, them shiners, they're even to the point now where they're starting to get mushy. And I'm going to be just about done with them. But we're gonna try to use them up. And let's throw that one right back out there. Just a couple feet out, right there. And set it right there. There we go. Now, I want to change the bait on that one real quick. I want to go with a chunk of skipjack on it and get that, because the shad head don't seem like it's doing any good. Come on now. Ain't got time for this crap. Come on now. Oh, now. All right, what did I miss? A1 Fishing Family, hello. Try and get this adjusted here. Um, all right, let's get back to rigging up our Muddy River rod. I went ahead and took that shad head off there because nothing's touched it. And I went with a piece of skipjack body, and I put that on Big Bad Bob. He's right beside Betty, but that's Bob. The 13-foot Akuma is Bob, and he now has a chunk of skipjack body on him. We're we're trying to find out now. Uh, are we not getting bites on these other rods because we've got shad on there? Maybe they just don't want the shad today. So let's test that theory. Let's find out. Okay, I got to make a rig real quick, guys. I'm going to need some 50-pound. I use 50-pound leader on these fish here. There's my glasses fogging up again. And Betty got hit pretty hard a while ago. I just almost bet you guys that that was the third fish working. We caught two fish on the skipjack head, the same skipjack head, and that would have been the third fish chewing on that head, and it was pretty beat up. There wasn't much left on it as far as anything to hold it on the hook. So I'm almost betting you right now that Betty don't got no bait on her. I'm pretty sure he got that skipjack head off there. So let's get this Muddy River rod rigged up, and then we'll pull Betty in and check the bait situation on her and see what we got going on. Okay? And we got anybody new in here? Brandon's Outdoor Adventure. Hey, how y'all doing? Um, oh, somebody hit all them love chat people. I got the sex people coming up in here on me. Yep. All dang sex people are coming up in here. Get them out of here. Let's see what we got here. Now, why did I tie that? I cut that piece of leader. I'm going to say that because I've already got a Wildcat 10-aught hook right here with a piece of leader on it. Short piece of leader at that. That may be too short. That's why I cut that leader. Let's take that leader off there and throw it away. We're going to throw it down in the bag. We're not going to throw it on the ground because you don't do that. That's just not right. You don't want to put it on the ground. You take that little piece of trash right there, drop it down in your bag, take it with you. What the hell was that? Huh? Anytime I hear a fish flopping more than once, if he's consistently flopping out there, I watch the rod because I've had fish hook up and they'll run up on that sandbar and they'll be out there flopping and rolling out of the water, and you look up and the rod's bending because that fish is what's on there. So anytime you hear him flopping in this spot, you better look up and check a rod because he may be a fish on there. All right, so here's the Wildcat rigs, 10-aught circle hook, and it's got a hell of an offset on it. Y'all see that? That's a hell of an offset. And we're going to go ahead and get this rigged up. I've got some really sweet Wildcat rigs coming with cat collars and the hybrid snell rigged up on them. Those will be coming within the next week, you guys. And I'm going to be putting those on here exclusively and showing you guys those rigs that I got from Josh from Wildcat Rigs. And they should be here within the next 5 to 6 days. And we'll start using the whole rig instead of just the hook. But I'm going to tell you something. I got no problem with that hook. It's done slammed into two big old blue cats here. And I had to work to get the hook out of his cotton picking mouth. It wouldn't let go. The hook would not let go of them catfish. It got a hold of him and held on to him. It wasn't letting him go nowhere. Yeah, somebody up there screwing around my truck. I always hate that. It'll make me have to go up there and see who's trying to steal stuff. Oh, man, you just can't go out and have fun nowadays. You got to worry about other people. There's always somebody lurking, looking at your stuff in the back of the truck. Yeah, 4, 5. Get that hook on there. Mm. All right, now I need to tie me a drop leader for my weight and get that on there. And I think we'll throw a. I'm gonna throw this one up into that cove. So I'm gonna go a 4-ounce weight, which is pretty daggum light from where I'm at. I'm gonna drop down to a 4-ounce. That's a 3. I don't want that. There's a 4. Let's go with a 4-ounce. With a 15-pound leader, drop leader on that sinker, on that weight. Because I want that weight to break off when that big catfish gets on there. If it gets caught in the rocks, I'd rather lose the weight than the fish. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather lose that weight than the fish. Where's the distant sinker now? There it is. We're starting to get a few logs and sticks floating out there here. Two. Okay, see, tell them, Lance. What's Lance telling anybody? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I got one complaint about these wildcat hooks. They're so dadgum hard to get out of the fish's mouth once they get in there. I mean, you got work to get that hook out of there. I mean, they get in there and they stick in the bone and stuff. It's hard to get them out of there. They dig into bone, son. Ain't no whisker hooking here. We're hooking jawbone. Them dadgum things get in there. They go deep. In that wide gap. I mean, good Lord. I'm gonna show you something. Look how wide the freaking gap is on that hook. Look at that. See that? That's a freaking wide gap. And look at that offset. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right there. Look at that. See that offset? That is a Wildcat 10-aught circle hook, but I don't know how well you can see that point. Right there. Look at that. See how it comes back in there? Uh-oh. We're getting a bite on the rod that's 4 foot off the bank. But I am warning y'all, do not get this thing into you. Because I'm telling you something. Yeah, we're getting bite on that rod 4 foot off the bank. Look at there. Oh, we're getting hit on the Sears and Roebuck rod too. I probably scared that. I bet I scared that fish off when I stood up because they can see me through the water right there. And when I stood up, it scared him. But that Sears and Roebuck rod just got tapped too, so we're gonna keep an eye on it. Dadgummit. I want to hurt get this 5th rod out there. And I think I'm gonna go up and get the Murillo rod, and we're gonna run it. We're gonna run 6 rods tonight. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Oh, please don't tell me them sticks are gonna get in that line. Did it miss it? It missed that rod. I think they missed it. All right, then. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, there's a nice, cool little breeze. I like that. That's quite nice. I'm down to 58% on my battery. Uh, Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much. All right, if y'all look, I'm rigging this up a 3-way rig, even though I'm just using a barrel swivel. I'm using a 200-pound barrel swivel right there. Now, I've got a drop leader that's only about 8 inches long, 50-pound test, going to this 10-aught circle hook. Now, if you look down below it, way, way down here, I've got my weight on 15-pound test, so it'll break off if it gets hung up. And it's hanging about a foot below my hook. Weight's here, hook's here. And I'm dragging that Abu Garcia reel all through the freaking mud. That's just sacrilege right there. That's blasphemy. Doggone it, you poor little Abu Garcia. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. All right, that rod's ready to bait up. We just got to figure out where we can throw it that's not going to get hung up in these other rods. But we'll go ahead and bait it up and get it ready to go. Buckman! Let's see here. Out till about 2 a.m. So, it's cold this afternoon. Oh, man, you got that stinking C word sneaking around you again, don't you, buddy? Well, that's just awful. Let's see what we got cut up for bait and see what we want to put on this. I know I could go skipjack on it, but I've got a giant donkey skipjack up there, probably about a 16-inch skipjack that's frozen on ice. And I'm going to chunk him up big time later and throw him out there. But we got 2 fish on the board, so we're not upset. When we got less than an hour to go before it's river rats time, guys. So I need to try to catch a couple more before the river rats show up. So let me get baited up here. Let's choose our bait carefully, though. I want to see what we got going on in here. Let me get all my tools put up here. Okay. I'm just wondering. I'm going to go ahead and throw. I'm going to give this a. I'm going to give this shad one more try. I got a big chunk of shad, and I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it one more try. But it don't seem like they're wanting that shad too much tonight. They're wanting a skipjack. I'm going to switch these two out. I'm going to switch positions on this. We're going to put this one here. There we go. Now let's move this one over. There we go. That's better. Now we can avoid the tangled mess. I'm trying to remember what we got on what now. I know we've got skipjack on Bob and Betty. We've got shad on Sears and Roebuck. And shad on the Muddy River rod. And shiner on that little rod right there closest to us. Cleveland Wilkins. We've got 2 nice fish already so far, Cleveland. We got I don't remember how much they weighed. One of them was 11 pounds even, and I think the other one was 19.98. Wasn't it? Was it 19.98 or 18.98? Or 17.98? I don't know. We've got 2 blue cats on the board right now. 2 nice, beautiful blue cats so far. So we're catching fish. Yeah, Black Betty caught both the fish too, guys. Both the fish came on Black Betty. She's hooked up on 2 blue cats. And we call them, we're reusing the same bait over and over and over again. We caught both those fish on a skipjack head. We threw it out there, caught a fish, put it back on there again, threw it out there, caught a fish. We put it back on there again and got a bite. And I think the bait's gone off of Betty. So we're going to give a couple more minutes. We're going to reel it in and we're going to put some new bait on Betty. We're going to freshen her up. She earned it. She caught 2 fish on the same head and a bite on the other one. So we'll give her some new bait to work with so she doesn't feel like we're, mistreating her or nothing like that. We'll get her fixed up here in just a second. We'll get her fixed up. Now there's some stinking clouds over that way. I hope it don't get me tonight, y'all. I really do. I'm hoping it don't get me. Now wait a minute, I just threw. Oh, I put the shad on the Muddy River rod. That's right. Remember, I thought I put that shad on the wrong rod. But for some reason, they just ain't wanting that shad tonight. They ain't touching it. They're wanting a skipjack. That's what they're after so far. And we've had some bites on the shiner. I think we probably need to go ahead. We need to go ahead and freshen Betty up and give her best opportunity to catch fish. And again, you guys, I'm going to keep saying this all night long. If any of you guys don't have Panfish Nation, the channel Panfish Nation with Lyle Stokes and Mark, the last time I checked, I think they were like 16 or 17 away from 1K. I want to get Panfish Nation to 1K tonight. So we're pushing real hard for them. They're great guys. They promote a lot of other channels. They bring guests up on their show to promote their channels on their show. And they got guests that come on that give you absolutely excellent fishing tips and information on how-tos and stuff. It's a great channel. So if you don't have Panfish Nation, check them out. And if everybody on here's got Panfish Nation, then I want you to talk to people that don't have Panfish Nation. And let's get them to 1K tonight, you guys. We can do it. We're going to get them to that 1,000 tonight. But right now, I'll tell you what, I was fixing to put a fresh bait on Betty. Let me do this. I'm going to run up to the truck and grab the Murillo rod. And I'm going to see if there's like a bottle of water or something under the seat or something if I can find it, because I might find something to drink. If not, I'm licking the dew off the leaves out here. But let me see if I can find a bottle of water in the truck. And I'm going to grab the Murillo rod, bring it down, and we're going to set it out in that cove right there. We're going to throw it out too. And we'll set it up right here in front of y'all, right about here. So let me run up the truck. I'll be right back. You guys hang out and amuse yourself. Please keep an eye on the rods for me. I know there's nothing you can do, but if something goes down real hard and I come back and somebody get that love chat out of here, them cotton picking, pouring people up in here. Love chat. It's the love chat, baby, love chat. That's where it's at, in the love chat. Love chat, baby. Love chat, baby. All right, I'm back. Oh, I have to stack a rock up there on that or something. I need a big rock. That's a big rock. Oh, that'll hold it. Okay. So we're gonna put the old Murillo rod into the mix. Yeah, get all the bugs and stuff off of it. Get her rigged up. NJ, did I see you in there? No turtles, buddy. I got two nice blue cats. I've caught two big blues so far. Nice blue cats. It's starting to miss rain on me. I may have to go get the deer blind out of the truck and bring it down here. Yeah, I've got two real nice blue cats so far. On Black Betty. Well, we ain't done. We'll catch some more tonight. Especially when we break out that fresh bait. We're still using the Chatawak, and Valerie Erden. There's my buddy Chad, you guys. Chad, we've been trying to push Lyle Stokes as the Panfish Nation, man. We're getting real close to getting him to his 1K. We really need to work together on that and get Lyle and Mark's get them what they deserve, man. They've done a lot to help a lot of people. And so we need to really focus on tonight. That's my primary goal tonight, is not focusing on anything I'm doing. I'm going to try to catch fish and entertain you guys a little bit. But my primary focus is to get Mark and Lyle and Mark, Panfish Nation. I really want to see them hit the 1K tonight, guys. That would make my day if you guys can work together and, put the word out to other people and people that don't know about them. And let's make that happen. I really, really, that would tickle me to death and make me happy. I'd be so happy. All right, we got to make up another rig real quick. All right, let's start off with a let's find a wildcat swivel in here. Okay, that's a whole lot of wildcat swivels right there. You can't see all them. That's a big old bag of swivels, buddy. I'm putting that line in my mouth, and you know how many catfish have wiped their butt on that line when they've spun around when they got hooked? That's nasty. There's been a lot of catfish butt wiped on that line. It's pretty disgusting. You might as well just lick a catfish's butt if you're going to put that line in your mouth. Which I did. How are we doing on time? 6:22. And guys, here's my plan. I am going to drop out of here at 6:45 my time. I've got 6:22 right now. I'm going to drop out of here at 6:45 my time because I got to go over and meet up with Creole and Sean. And we got to get all set up and get the show ready for you guys to go live. So I'm going to end this one in, let's see, 15 plus 8. Do the math. Come on. In about 23 minutes. In about 23 minutes, I'm going to end this. And then you guys will have about a 15-minute wait. And then we'll be right back with Creole and Sean T. And I'll continue on with the going after whatever I'm going after here. And them boys are going to bring you some really exciting stuff tonight. It's going to be fun. You're going to have a good time. A good old time. You're going to love it. You're going to be glad that you showed up for this. It really is something that you don't want to miss. I almost cut my finger off with them cotton. Them things right there, like razor blades too. I got those from Tom and Michelle from LG Bass. They saw me struggling cutting line, and they sent those to me. Man, those things they'll cut your big toe off. They ain't no joke. They will cut you. What are you talking about? They will cut you. All right, we're done with that. So let's see what we got here. Let's dig around a little bit. What are you looking? What are you listening to? There's a mouse just run out of that bag. Sad song playing on the radio station. Tears still fall and hearts keep breaking because you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? 4, 5, 6, 7. That song playing on the radio station. Tears still falling, hearts still breaking because you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? That's Chris Stapleton, in case y'all ain't heard that. I love that song so much. It's a good song. Oh, man, my sweat's starting to sour on me. I'm going to be stinking by morning. I don't know if I'm going to stay here all night or not, you know. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. What do you got going on here, Charles? Make a bug man cry. Hang on. Oh, I'll eat that mouse. Don't think I won't. Yeah, Bugman. Bugman, I tell you what. Hey, that reel that's on Black Betty, it's an Akuma Avenger 8000. That come from Bugman. Bugman is the reason that Betty has the best reel on her that she's ever had. He got that reel for Betty. And I love that reel. And here in about 2 weeks, you guys are going to see, matter of fact, exactly in 2 weeks, you guys are going to get to see Black Betty biting sharks down there in Florida. That's where she's headed. Black Betty's heading to Florida 2 weeks from now, Saturday, 2 weeks from now. She'll be on the Florida coast. Well, crap, that's a lie. We're traveling on Saturday. We're stopping in Coleman, Cullman, Coleman, Alabama. We'll be in Coleman, Alabama Saturday night, 2 weeks from now. Then Sunday morning, we will arrive in Florida, and Sunday afternoon. So it'll be 2 weeks from tomorrow. Okay. I was putting out fake news there. I had to catch myself. 2 weeks from tomorrow, we will be catching sharks on the Florida coast. Now, 2 weeks from today, we'll be in Coleman, Alabama. And we're going to stop over there overnight and hang out in Coleman. And we'll get up in the morning and head on into Florida. I'm glad I caught that because you guys would be like, that flatline cur dog, he said he's going to be in Florida on Saturday. I said, no, I'll be there Sunday in 2 weeks. So I'm glad I got that straightened out. And you know what? I'm going to go with a, where's my crap at? I'm going to go with a lighter weight, even more lighter weight on this rod. I'm going to put a 3 ounce on here and throw it into that cove over there. You know what? Before we do anything else, I said we was going to, I forgot all about it, guys. We're going to reel up Betty and put a fresh piece of bait on her and throw her out there. Okay? So let me real quickly, we're going to rebait Betty. And then we'll rig this rod up. Oh, I was fixing to say, that's the last piece of skipjack I got down here. I got to go up to the truck and get some more skipjack. That's not a very big piece of skipjack. I'm not really crazy about putting that on Betty. Whatever it was pecking on that hook while ago, got that bait off her again. That's got to be gar, guys. It's got to be. That's right off the bank there. And he got that bait again. We're gonna try right off the bank one more time. Use up some of this shad. I'm gonna put a smaller piece of shad on here, like that, and drop it right off the bank. That right there is dropping flat like crazy. We'll move it over here. Now, this dropping slack really bad. We'll put it right there. All right, let's finish up the Murillo rod. How much time we got left? 6:31. We're gonna be getting off here in just a minute. All right, Judith, be careful. Catch a lot of fish, Judith. Go get them, girl. Now, where were we? Okay, we've got the hook on there. There's the sinker. I'm starting to get drizzles of rain, guys. I'm probably fixing to have to go get the deer blind and put it up so we don't get rained on. I bet I have to go get the deer blind. Yes, sir. Let's get this. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Let me see what's going on there. Betty may be getting hit, guys. Keep an eye on Betty right there. Keep an eye on Betty. He's bumping her. We just put that fresh piece of bait on her, and he's a bumping her. I see you. Got an eye on you. I don't know if y'all can see that moving or not. Right there. Keep your eye on that one. Keep your eye on that one. He's wiggling. Let's see if he's gonna do it. Let's see if he's gonna do it. I'm gonna just keep tying this rig up while we're waiting for him to make up his mind. Don't worry, if he bites into that wildcat rig hook, he ain't going nowhere. He may break that line, but he ain't gonna get that hook out of his mouth. Oh Lord, there's a good tug there. He's pulling pretty good. Come here. He's fixing to get on there. That's what he's fixing to do. He's fixing to get on there. I gotta finish this up though. I ain't got time to mess with that fish. Go on, wasp, hornet, whatever you are. Get on out of here. Well, we're gonna catch one more fish before we have to shut down here. We got about 10, 11 minutes. Hey, there's the love chat again. Love chat, baby, love chat. Love chat. That's where it's at. Everybody's moving, everybody's grooving, baby. Love chat. The love chat is a little old place where we can get together. Love chat, baby. Love chat, love chat. All right, I want to throw this one way downstream when we get ready to do it. I'm going to save that rod and we'll set it out after we get hooked up with Creole and them. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll work with that. We're going to hang around here for just a minute. Let's see how much time I got left. I got 10 minutes, you guys. Yeah, probably so. And Gaza, what's up? Grace family. Yeah, they've been hitting everybody, man. They got NJ bad yesterday, man. They was loving and rubbing all up over him all day yesterday. They just loving him up to nothing. Bunch of love chat people in there. Hugging and squeezing and kissing on him. Their rod pulled tight. What's going on there? He had all kinds of love people in there on him. Man, what I do with my dip? Did I put nothing in? I didn't, did I? Dad damn it. Yep. Whenever I hook up with Creole here in a little bit while we're getting set up for the next show, for the river rat show, I'm gonna pull all these rods in and I'm gonna get fresh bait. And I'm gonna load up some big giant chunks of skipjack and get them on here and be ready to throw all these rods out again at the start of the show. Let's start off fresh with everything. Let's get that right there. I like that better. That's a little more balanced and even, I think. More squared up. God, I hope I don't have to put that tent over this stuff tonight. We'll see. But I'm gonna take you 40 people with me. We're gonna go over there. We're gonna start the show on Creole's channel. It's gonna be the Mississippi River Rat Show. It's coming up here in just a little bit. I'm gonna drop out of here in let's see here, 10, 8 minutes. I got about 8 more minutes here, guys, and I'm gonna shut down. And then we'll go. You guys be ready and loaded up, locked and loaded, because Creole's gonna fire the show up, and we'll all be there and get it done. Did I just see lightning back there? Oh, I'm fishing right below Chester Bridge. Chester Bridge, dude, man, I know where you're at. You're far enough away from me though, but but you're probably close as anybody else in here. And Wayne, I heard you came through down there at last weekend at Trail Tears, man. I wish I'd known you was gonna be up there. Some old man outdoors. There's my buddy. Good luck, Daddy. I just feel like fish are gonna be on the bike tonight. I hope so. I've already got 2 really nice blue cats already. Some of the best fish I've caught in a while. I mean, they're not the biggest fish I've ever caught by far. I mean, they were nice fish. They were between 15 and 20 pounders. Well, one of them was 11, and one of them was I can't remember, was it 17 or 18 or 19 pounds. I don't know. But it was, we got 2 already, and that wasn't even during prime time. I think prime time's going to kick up whenever it gets a little bit darker and I fire these lights up. So I think we're going to have it going on here in a little while. But here shortly, what we got left? I've got about 6 minutes left, guys. And then we're all going to, I'm going to shut down here. I'm going to go connect with Creole. I'm going to get in touch with him. And we'll get I'm going to reel all these in and put all fresh new baits on here. And then when we start to show up, I'm going to swing out brand new baits and we're going to go from there. We're going to start off fresh, clean, and ready to go. I am getting some sprinkles of rain right now. I hope I don't have to go get the deer blind out of the truck. And let me just do a real quick rundown. I want to check something real quick. God, I'm starting to stink. The sweat's souring on me. That's just, I'm wearing 2 shirts and it holds the sweat and it don't dry real quick. It's kind of nasty and disgusting, to be honest with you. But I'm out fishing, rubbing fish guts on me. You can't be mad because I stink like sweat too. Silver Fox, what's up, Sandy? I seen that fish Sandy caught today. That's not good. Yep, that's gonna be fun. 6:40, we got 5 more minutes. I'm gonna look and see what let me see what Lyle and Mark are at right now. They are at 990 subscribers, you guys. We are 10 away from getting Panfish Nation to 1K. 10 away. 10 more. I believe we can do that tonight. And I want you guys all to make sure that, like I said, I'm going to shut this down in 4 minutes. Yeah, Sandy, I saw it. That fish was so cool. Hey, it was way bigger than the one that Van caught. But I want you guys to be patient. When I shut this down at 15 till, make sure you guys hang around. And at 7 o'clock on the dot, 8 o'clock Eastern, Creole and me are going to be back live with Sean T. He's going to be chasing some big bull sharks on the Mississippi tonight. He's going to target them. I'm going to be trying to rebait up and get some fresh bait out here and get on some of these bigger blue cats. I want to try to get something a little bigger than 20 pounds, you know, and get away from some of these smaller ones and get into some of the bigger ones. So make sure you guys come back and hook up with us once we get going, okay? Don't miss this tonight. Because he's targeting the cotton picking sharks tonight. And if that's what you guys want to see, if you want to see some big bull sharks tonight, then you watch us get after them, because Creole's going to smoke them tonight. Uncle Jeep, oh, I'm joking. Uncle Jeep, thank you. Thank you for posting that link. And when you guys come up on when you're in our chat tonight at River Rat Show, please, by all means, I want you to drop Panfish Nation's link throughout the night, and let's get them that last 10 subs they need. 10 to go. I would like to get them 15, so we got that bumper safe zone, you know. But I'd like to see them hit that 1K tonight, and then we'll try to get some over that so that it sticks. And I got about 2 minutes to go, guys, and I'm going to shut down and get ready. You want the bull sharks? Then you're going to get the bull sharks. We're going to get the bull sharks for you tonight. You're going to see bull sharks out of freshwater river, out of the Mississippi tonight. You're going to get it. You ask for it, you're going to get it. We're going to have those for you tonight. And Sean T's going to be on the boat with Creole. and helping him get that took care of, because they're going to target the bigger sharks tonight. It's going to be a good time. It's called Mississippi River Rats. It ain't called Mississippi River Cats. You just don't know what we're going to catch, man. We'll catch it all. We'll catch catfish. We'll catch turtles. We'll catch sharks. We'll catch it all. It's all about the Mississippi River, y'all. I don't know if that's lightning flashing back there or my screen keeps going dark or light. I don't know. So when's all this happening? In about 15 minutes. In 15 minutes on Creole Catfishing Channel. If somebody will drop Creole's channel. Creole needs to record his catches and send them to Discovery Channel for Shark Week. Absolutely. If somebody can go in there and find Creole Catfishing's channel and drop that link, that's the channel that we're going to be on tonight for the Mississippi River Rats. Who's fishing for? It's going to be Creole Catfishing. But he's going to be on the Mississippi River. He's going to be downstream of me catching bull shark. I don't have the gear for him right now. Let me see if I can find it. Stupid link. I'll see if I can get it up there. The Love Shack is a little place where we can get together. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. All right. On that note, guys, that's where you're going to want to go. I'm going to get off here and I'm going to go meet Creole at that channel right there. That's where I'm headed. Okay. So you guys meet us there. Creole's going strictly after sharks tonight. He's probably going to catch a few catfish, but he's going to target the big bull sharks tonight. I'm going to rebait with fresh bait and try to get on some bigger blue cats and maybe get a few flatheads for you guys. Okay. So, yeah, that is lightning, isn't it? That figures. Danny Stone's going to be in lightning. You know that. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and drop off here now. And you guys all go to that channel and wait for us, and we'll be there very shortly, okay? God bless you. We love you. See you in a few minutes.